Hey guys, it's Matt here and today, we're talking about Nintendo's first jump into the mobile scene. Miitomo, I know you're sad it's not an indie box unboxing, but don't worry, it'll be rad, of course. How could I forget?
When Nintendo announced last year that they were finally going to enter the mobile game market, most people expected their very first attempt to be a Mario game or make use of any of their many different properties. Lord knows everybody else has. Imagine everyone's surprise when they finally revealed their first game and it was a social app that used Miis? That's the odd thing about Miitomo. It's not even really a game. It's an application that connects you with your friends from Twitter, Facebook, and the like and asks you various questions to try to spark conversation. It's a bizarre experiment that doesn't feel like it could have come from anybody but Nintendo.
Now I do want to say before we get into the main meat of the video real quick that the audio-visual quality is kind of poop on the game footage. See, it's a humongous pain in the ass to capture my Galaxy S5 through my Elgato game capture device. Like, there's all kinds of wires and shit, as you can see from this picture. So if there's any static or inconsistencies in the audio or like pop in from the game audio, I do apologize because it's not an easy way to go about this with my current hardware. And I considered scrapping the whole thing altogether, but I really liked the script that I wrote, so fuck it.
The main draw of Miitomo is answering all the weird questions they throw at you and seeing how your friends respond and how they answer the questions themselves. They ask things like how many siblings you have or what month you were born, and then there's weirder questions like your favorite kind of bread. This one is good for finding out how many of your friends are Scott Pilgrim fans.
I think garlic bread would have to be my favorite all time. I could eat it for every or just constantly, without stop.
Hang in there, Pilgrim.
Worth it.
I knew somebody in my list of friends was going to say that eventually. Well done, job.
This is all, of course, enhanced by the fairly sophisticated speech system that allows your Miis to read out everything you type, similarly to Microsoft Sam. But as you would expect, all this means is that everybody just uses it to make their Miis swear.
His joke. I'm an unhealthy fat son.
Go fuck yourself.
Sometimes Miis will come over and talk to you, and you can even stop by their rooms and talk to them. But this ultimately just leads to answering more questions. You can't, like, watch TV with them or have a sexy pillow fight or anything. It's just a new coat of paint on what you were already doing. The more you interact with other Miis and they interact with you, your popularity score goes up. My Mii is pretty popular. Way more popular than I am in real life. I mean, look at this friends list! I can't even name that many friends I have in reality. I mean, I guess there's this guy, and those people are okay, but they don't come over enough. She's cool, but she's not a very good conversationalist. He told me not to call him anymore. Nice guy, but he's always late with his portion of the rent. Can't trust him. The whole thing is very similar to Nintendo's own Tomodachi Life, a weird little life simulator game for the 3DS that uses the Miis and the whole speech thing. The difference being that you actually interact with actual people in Miitomo, but there's a lot less to do. Tomodachi Life at least has some weird scenarios that play out like dream sequences or characters going on date. You just talk to people in Miitomo and try on clothes. Yes, outfitting your Mii is a big part of Miitomo as well, mostly because, as mentioned, there's not a lot else to do. The shop has several different clothing options, which can be worn by all genders, which is nice. I have a cute cat skirt, as you can see. I'm adorable. The clothing costs coins, which are earned by answering questions and logging in, or, of course, you can outright buy coins with real-world money, because not even Nintendo can resist that sweet, sweet microtransaction Skrilla. It's kind of ridiculous how much some of the clothing items cost, and it's obvious they just want you to buy more coins, but I've yet to run out of coins just by playing, so make of that what you will. You can also unlock specific themed clothing by playing a minigame called Miitomo Drop. It's basically a random chance pachinko machine where you pay coins to drop one of your friends in hopes that they'll unlock a ninja mask or cat pants. I like the idea of the game, but I wish there was more variety in the type of games you could play. I know Japan loves their pachinko machines, but what about a claw machine like the Badge Arcade game on the 3DS? That would be neat. When you get your Mii outfitted, you can take them to the Mii photo studio and abuse the hell out of it. I've wasted a lot of time with this mode, and if my Twitter feed is anything to go by, so have a lot of other people. It's just fun to stick your Miis in weird poses and give them goofy expressions. Even better, you can use your own images saved on your phone as backgrounds, which of course is used for exactly what you think it's used for. The game can also be linked to Nintendo's new rewards program, My Nintendo, which offers you different objectives to complete each day in Miitomo in order to unlock points that can be used to redeem in-game rewards, and even digital game downloads like this exclusive Twilight Princess Picross for 3DS. Also, you can do this.
So that's really all there is to Miitomo. It's a fun experiment.
I mean, I do enjoy seeing how my friends and Twitter mutuals answer the different questions, even if somebody said the celebrity I most resembled is Jonah Hill.
What the hell, man? But one of my other friends said I looked like Idris Elba, and I'm okay with that.
Plus, it's a fun way to communicate with people I otherwise don't really talk to, because it's just fun to answer questions. You can also edit previously answered questions and comments to give new answers, which might be the best feature, because I can't even edit my tweets to fix typos my followers will inevitably call me out for. But I feel like there's not enough to Miitomo to keep people invested. I've already noticed a 50% drop-off of people who show up answering questions from when the game first came out. If they want to make it last in the long term, they need to add more to it. More questions, more clothes, more mini-games, maybe some funny scenarios like in Tomodachi Life, or a way to decorate your little room. User-generated questions could also add some longevity to the game. They probably won't make that happen because I'm sure Nintendo's worried the questions will get a little too rated R, but people are already using what's there to talk about how many fat bowls they smoke, so might as well cut out the middle me. Just give us something to do after we've exhausted talking about every type of bread imaginable.
It's neat for what it is, and I still check it every day, but I hope whatever's next for Nintendo's mobile division is a little bit more game-like. Or they can just make a million Candy Crush clones.
Originally, I was going to have my Mii do the outro for me, but the audio just would cut out every other word, and I was not going through the trouble of trying to re-record it again. You saw those wires, so forget it. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching this video that I made. If you liked it, you should go ahead and maybe subscribe to my channel. That would be cool. Or at least leave me a comment or a like or something like that. I mean, you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, but at least do something for me, you know, help me out. I just gave you 6 minutes of entertainment for free. I assume you were entertained. Please tell me you were entertained. Also, if you liked it, you can check out this other video I did on another mobile game called Alto's Adventure. There's llamas in it. Thank you for watching.